Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Just a quick intraday update now that the New York session has started and not really any major surprise or anything, anything that would change anything here on this chart. The red line that I highlighted as key level against which we can still focus on higher remains intact. Actually, the price has formed another high, which means we can actually again lift that level higher. So it's all about those key levels. We focus on that in our membership live stream on Sunday as well. Basically just, what is the key level that can help us to stay in the local trend? Last week it was here, 60,820. Then we lifted it to the next one, lifted it to the next one upon the next breakout. Now we're lifting it to the next one. And it now takes minimally a break below 62,700 to indicate that a top of sorts has formed. At the moment, there is no local price top. It looked a little bit toppy earlier today, but there was no 1-2 setup to the downside or anything. If something like that shows, I usually let you know. But yeah, the level is holding, and we've now actually reached this upside target, you could say, for the B wave that hadn't been reached yesterday. So price couldn't reach it yesterday, dipped a little bit, and now we are continuing higher. The thing is now, the microstructure isn't terribly clear, so I think it's best to just go with the flow and just level by level, go with the trend as long as it's kind of easy to do so, and the local trend is clearly still up from that Friday low, forming higher highs, higher lows, right? But it takes a break below that red line now for a first indication a top has formed. It would be a first indication. More reliable is a 5-wave move down followed by a 3-wave corrective rally. Now we've reached a 100% extension at 64,415, which I highlighted as ideal target for wave C of B. Problem is this microstructure isn't terribly clear, so I'm not entirely sure if this C wave is really complete. But again, we can focus on higher as long as that line is holding because it's forming higher highs, higher lows. But I see it at the moment primarily as corrective structure. If the price now really follows through further and forms a first 5-wave move as highlighted in blue, and blue third wave or blue wave 3 should reach at least 65,460. If we get these 5 waves, then we can say a more substantial low has actually formed, and I would start to rule out the idea of a B wave because B waves have to be 3-wave movements. They can't really be 5, okay? But it would not be an impulse to the upside. It's a diagonal pattern. So what do we have to watch for? I mean, as I said, the red line is keeping the local uptrend alive, and we could be in literally blue wave 3. We could be in white wave B still. We could even be in yellow wave 2, even though that more bearish scenario in yellow has reduced a little bit in likelihood, given that the decline into the Thursday lows, or Thursday low, yeah, no, not Friday low, into the Thursday low was a 3-wave move, not a 5-wave move. So because it's only 3 waves down, the, let's call it bearish scenario, yeah, short-term bearish, in yellow, which would take us to the mid 40K region, has become less likely, absolutely, yeah. But that's why we're tracking the overall support area anyway. I mean, as long as we're holding this orange support zone, again, also here, the white count or the more bullish scenario has a chance. It takes a break below that orange support zone, below the pivot at 55,479 to really give us some clarity that we're heading towards the mid 40K region. As long as we're not even breaking below it, I'm watching the white count. Yeah? Blue is pretty much simply the idea that, okay, maybe this B wave has already bottomed, but that would require a 5-wave move up. Okay, so overall, the microstructures always produce a lot of noise. What matters more is the support zone, because these are the levels where we want to see the price react to keep a certain wave count alive, a certain scenario alive. And at the moment, the market is still holding above that upper support area here. Local uptrend is still alive, no top confirmation. And just be on high alert because white wave B could form a top at any point, but without a 1-2 setup to the downside or a break below the last low, there isn't any evidence a top has formed. And blue wave 3 should reach at least 65,460. When it gets there, then I will add support for wave 4. Now, this is my best interpretation of a 5-wave move. It's not a very clean microstructure. Yeah. But overall, we're heading into the new week as the last week finished, like with a small pump, but nothing major yet. Okay, so 2% up on the Bitcoin chart, nothing major. And I will continue to lift the key levels as we go higher. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.